Most people think Athena never loved anyone. They're right, and they're wrong. You see, Athena was a virgin goddess, but she did have friends. She just kept them at a distance. Athena might be known for her wisdom, strategy, and martial prowess. But what about her relationships with other gods? Did she ever fall in love? Let's find out. Hi, I'm your host, and welcome to this house. Today we'll be discussing everything Athena, including her closest allies, her one true love, and the tragic event that made her give up on love forever. So let's get into it. Athena had few close friends among the Olympian gods. One of her favorites was the Titan goddess Pallas. Now, while many myths tell the story of how Athena slew the monster Python and took her place on the Acropolis of Athens, there is another version where Athena and Pallas are best friends. According to Hesiod, in his theogony, Athena made an agreement with her father Zeus to create a special class of heroes who would live forever among the gods. To ensure the safety of these heroes, Athena and Zeus agreed that the heroes' mothers would be protected by the goddesses, except for the mother of one hero named Pallas. His mother was so beautiful that Athena became jealous and killed her. But then Athena felt remorse and took pity on the dead girl. So, she made her immortal and gave her the name Pallas Athena. So, why was Athena so harsh on the mother of Pallas? Why did she want to kill her? Well, that brings us to our next topic, love. Athena's involvement in heroic romance was sometimes problematic, to say the least. When the Theban general and hero Heracles traveled to the city of Sicyon, he met a handsome man named But when Heracles wanted to leave, Achelous refused, saying he must marry him first. Now, Heracles wasn't feeling that, but he asked Athena for help. She transformed into a very attractive woman, came between them and flirted with Achilles until he forgot all about Heracles. Then she revealed herself to be a goddess and punished Achelous by turning him into a frog. So while Athena may not have had romantic love in her life, she still helped mortals and gods alike in matters of love. Sometimes her help was a little misguided, though. Like when she helped her half-brother Apollo in a music contest against the Satyrs. You see, Athena was fond of the young satyr, and when she saw Apollo playing a tune on his lyre, she wanted Marsyas to play something on his flute to compete. But Athena didn't know that Apollo had tricked her. The god had heard Marsyas playing the flute and became jealous because Marsyas was better than him. So he challenged him to a contest, and if Marsyas won, Apollo would give him anything he wanted. But if Apollo won, Marsyas would have to do whatever Apollo told him to do. Athena had no idea any of this had happened before she approached Marsyas and asked him to compete with Apollo. So when Marsyas accepted, she gave him the flute. As soon as Marsyas began to play, Apollo knew he would win. So he took off running through the forest and Marsyas pursued him. Athena watched this whole time, completely oblivious to the trick Apollo had played on Marsyas. She only realized it when she found Marsyas defeated and dejected by a nearby river, and he explained everything to her. And then Athena confronted Apollo and scolded him for tricking his friend. But Apollo simply shrugged and said that Marsyas shouldn't have trusted him. Was Athena naive, or did she just like Marsyas so much that she couldn't see what was going on? What do you think? Let me know down in the comments. The best example of Athena's misguided interference in love is the Trojan War. If you don't already know, I highly suggest you watch our entire series on it. But to sum it up briefly, the war started after Paris, a Trojan prince, chose Aphrodite as the winner of a contest between the goddesses. Paris awarded her the winning prize, which was to choose the most beautiful woman in the world and give her to him. Now that woman was Helen, who was already married to Menelaus, king of Sparta. So now Menelaus caught his brother Agamemnon, king of and together they assembled an army of Greek heroes to sail to Troy and retrieve Helen. This war would rage for 10 years before the Greeks finally captured Troy. And Athena was on the Greek side the whole time. But why did she support the Greeks? Does it have anything to do with her relationship with the goddess Hera? Now, Athena was never particularly fond of Hera. Sure, they weren't mortal enemies, but Athena got along better with Demeter, Hestia, and Nemesis than she did with Hera. In fact, when Hera offered Athena the choice of becoming the most beautiful woman in the world or having immortal wisdom, Athena chose wisdom, which Hera took as a slight. This dislike between them could possibly be why Athena sided with the Greeks during the Trojan War, since Hera also sided with them and actively worked to ensure their victory. Athena helped heroes such as Odysseus and Diomedes in battle, and even saved the son of Asclepius from the Trojan prince Hector and gave him to his father to heal. In addition, Athena inspired the great strategist and war leader Odysseus with many plans and tricks that helped the Greeks succeed. For example, when the Greeks needed to escape Troy, Athena helped Odysseus build a horse to leave behind as a sacrifice to the Trojans. Then when the Greeks sailed away, they hid near the coast of the island of Athena. Athena disguised them in leaves and branches and created illusions of campfires to trick the Trojan ships looking for them. Eventually, the Trojans sailed away, believing the Greek fleet had left the area. And then Athena lifted her disguise and the Greeks continued on their way home. And that's just a couple examples of Athena's involvement in the Trojan War. If you want more, make sure to check out our series on it. But there is one more thing I'd like to discuss. Something Athena didn't participate in. There were a few times during the Trojan War when the gods fought each other. This usually happened when Zeus wasn't around to keep them in line. Once, Hera, Athena, and Poseidon decided to punish King Lysimachus of Thera. When the gods argued about how to punish him, Zeus threatened to punish them all unless they could settle their disagreement. So the three gods made a bet. They each chose a champion, and the three gods went to the city of Helak to watch the fight. Now, Hera chose Ares, her son, to fight for her. Athena chose her son, the giant Odysseus, and Poseidon chose the giantess. They fought each other for 6 days, and it seemed like the tide was turning in Odysseus' favor. But then Athena got bored and stopped paying attention. That gave Ares the opportunity to strike Odysseus and wound him severely. Athena then noticed what was happening and rescued her son from further harm. But the damage was done. Odysseus died, and Athena was furious with her sister for distracting him. So, to solve this issue, Athena and Poseidon went back on their word and broke their promise to King Lysimachus. They attacked Thera together and destroyed it. Now, despite being responsible for the destruction of an entire kingdom, neither goddess was punished. Instead, Zeus chastised them for causing so much trouble. This shows that, while Athena can be fierce in battle and is capable of incredible feats of strength and intelligence, she isn't above childish behavior when her emotions get the best of her. And believe it or not, there was another time when Athena acted hastily because of her feelings towards a certain someone. This time it wasn't anger driving her, though it was heartbreak. After the Trojan War, the Greek hero Odysseus was lost at sea for nearly a decade. He faced many challenges and adventures, but none were as difficult as the wrath of the goddess who had fallen in love with him. Yeah, you heard that right. Athena loved Odysseus. Now, it's hard to pinpoint exactly when Athena fell in love with Odysseus. It could have been when she presented him with the land of Athena, or maybe it was when she helped him defeat the suitors trying to force their way into his palace. Either way, she was smitten, but unfortunately, he never realized it. Athena disguised herself as a suitor named Mentor, and spent the first book of Homer's Odyssey helping him and giving him advice. She accompanied him on his journey home, guiding his steps every step of the way, and aided him in defeating the suitors. But despite all this, Odysseus never knew that Athena loved him. And that hurt her, so much so that when she drove the suitors out of her beloved's house, she punished them by turning them into swine, and then she told them to leave the city and never return. In the end, when Odysseus was reunited with his wife, Penelope, Athena blessed their marriage and the couple ruled over Ithaca for many years. All the while, Athena watched from afar, hoping that one day Odysseus would notice all she had done for him. But sadly, that day never came. So what can we learn from Athena's relationships? We learned that she could be fiercely loyal to her friends and would avenge them if necessary. We learned that she had a soft spot for the arts and music, but only when those things were done well. And we learned that she was capable of great acts of love, but tragically, she was never loved back. That last one really hurts my heart, doesn't it? Yours? Let me know down in the comments below. And while you're there, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. In the meantime, if you want to hear more about Athena, check out this playlist right here. And until next time, remember, I believe in you.